Finally, the election date for the 2024 election have been announced. The Honorable Cyril Ramaphosa has given us a date, 29th of May. Now, tomorrow, the ANC will have its manifesto speech at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. What should we expect from the ANC and what should we not expect? Can the ANC still hold the stronghold in KwaZulu-Natal? Can they win the elections this year? Yes or no? Let's talk about that and more.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I am your host, Kagiso Hlongwane Zinjiva, King 053, Mr. Easy Imali Eneng, and we're back at it again. And this time around, we go to Moses Mabhida Stadium with the ANC as they've been preparing themselves week in and day out for this manifesto. This is a very serious manifesto, very important manifesto that is going to have big implications if it flops. And if it succeeds, it might just be the token of hope that the ANC needed in these dying times of the ANC. The problem with the ANC is that cadres are shooting themselves in the foot. We have named it the On Goal series. We have seen and heard Fikile Mbalula drop that own goal of Jacob Zuma and saying that we lied to protect Jacob Zuma on the Nkandla swimming pool, fire pool situation. Then we got Sylvia Lucas saying the load shedding is not that bad. Then we had stage 6 load shedding. Then we had, situation after situation coming in, and it's not favoring the ANC. The ANC has removed one of the best public protectors that the South African public has ever seen. The only public protector that had 3 clean audits. They say she's so incompetent, Busisiwe Mkhobane, but she had 3 clean audits straight, back to back. No other public protector in the history of South Africa can claim that. Number one. Number two, then this week they removed the honorable first black African man to be appointed in the High Court of South Africa in the Western Cape, Judge John Hlophe. They removed the man, and the significance of them removing these two historical figures is that they voted with their enemy. So we thought their enemy, the DA. And we said we will never forgive the ANC for what they did with the DA removing George Hlophe. And remember, I'm going to do a series. I'm going to drop a full breakdown why actually they dropped George Hlophe. But just to give you an idea, they say he tried to influence two judges in the cases of Jacob Zuma. That name of Jacob Zuma is coming back again. So I'm going to drop that. If you want to see that, just go in the comment section, say, King, do it, we're waiting. And I will do it for you guys. You probably get it Saturday as the ANC is busy with their manifesto, or Sunday. So the ANC going to Moses Mabhida. Remember, they're coming on the backside or after the EFF has launched its manifesto. Now, the EFF's manifesto was a very good manifesto. The stadium was about 95 to 98% full. It wasn't a full capacity stadium like FMB was. If you look at the pictures and the clips, you can see that it wasn't as full as FMB Soccer City was. But the important thing to take away there is that the EFF said we are only focusing on on KwaZulu-Natal people and people that are registered to vote. That was their focus. So it's important to note that with that, it means it was a good showing for the EFF. And again, you had the president of the EFF a little bit fluish, on the cold side of his health. You saw the clips, you saw everything that happened there. So with that manifesto that was happening there, we gave him 8 out of 10 and 8.5 out of 10. Remember, we had the manifestos that we have reviewed is the Rise Mzansi manifesto by President Songeza. We gave him a 6 out of 10. And then Mmusi Maimane followed him the following week. We gave Mmusi Maimane 7 out of 10. And then John Steenhuisen followed him with the DA at the Union Building, and we gave him a 7 out of 10. And we gave Julius Malema a 8.5 out of 10. Now our president, the president of the country, will be giving his manifesto speech. What should we expect? The ANC is going to make big promises for the coming 5 years. We're going to lower unemployment. We're going to fight crime. We're going to fix the streets. We're going to build the houses. We're going to make sure that the youth are employed. We're going to make sure that we raise the social grants. We're going to put more people on the social grants. We're going to assist more people and all that. Those are the things that you can expect from the ANC. Are they going to go outside the box and do something crazy? Is the ANC equipped with enough brains to go into that stadium and do something different? That is the question. I said for the EFF manifesto, I would have loved if they had gazebos of different companies that are in need of workers, and people would come with their CVs. Imagine how many people need jobs. If you tell them, come with your CV at the stadium, you're going to hand your CV over. There's people, there's a construction company, there's an IT company, there's an accounting law firm, there's this and that. Come with your CV and submit your CV there at the stadium. Imagine how much hype it's going to bring. For me, I prefer those types of activities and engagement with the community instead of having 14, 15 artists and having an after party after that. Because after the manifesto, people need to reflect on what the president has said. Break them down into small sections and small groups. Put them in that tent, put them in that tent, put them there behind the stadium, and make sure that people have a competition. Competition of the manifesto. Ask some questions about the manifesto. What did Cyril Ramaphosa say about unemployment, and somebody answers, and then it's a game, and have different people on the stadium having mics and going around. A different manifesto is what I would do if I was in the if I was in the ANC camp. I would not come with the same formula that the EFF has come with. I would come with something different, something fresh. And I'm not saying necessary this is what they need to do, but I need when they get out of that stadium, they need to be remembered for what they did in the stadium and not only the speech. Tell me if I'm right or wrong on the comment section, but I like dramatic stuff. I like dramatic stuff. I like when I go to an event, whether you guys invite me for a public speaking or you invite me for whatever, when I go there, years later, I still have kids that I spoke to 7 years ago, and those kids are saying, "Yo, I remember what you said. It changed my life." For me, that's what is important. And some people, you take their numbers and you follow them after the manifesto, and you change their lives literally. That is what I want to do. Is there any difference that we can expect from the ANC? Are the ANC able to think out of the box? That's the question I'm asking in this video. And again, I will come back to that note that I've made timeless and timeless again. Just because some of you, I will call you the more informed blacks, the Africans who see what is happening with George Hlophe, who see what is happening with Busisiwe Mkhobane, who sees what is happening with NSFAS, who sees, and we are blaming the ANC for the crime and everything. There's other people that who stays Umlwazi or who stays somewhere in Mhlanga, and they think, so what if Judge Hlophe is fired? How does that benefit or disbenefit me? There's other people that are not that foresighted in terms of where Africa must go or where South Africa must go. There's other people that don't care. So what if they fired Busisiwe Mkhobane? Mina ngizovotela ANC. And the reason for that is the ANC nationally can be flopping, but the ANC in the regions is working. You'll find people trust this councillor, and they've been giving this councillor chances after chances after chances because they see this councillor is working for them. So the mistake that we do is that we take the national issues and we make them the regional issues or the local issues, of which it's not the case. That's why you see ANC is not failing to fill any venue. They're not failing. You can say, King, they fetched people with buses, they brought food. So what? That is manifesto. That is campaigning. What do you think campaigning is? Do you think you can campaign without t-shirts? Do you think you can campaign without what you call KFC? When you have the budget, those who don't have the budget can campaign without those things, and they will struggle in some aspects. And I don't want us to keep on shooting down the ANC and say, no, they brought t-shirts. So what if they brought the t-shirts? So what if they brought the buses? If they continue to bring the buses up until election day, they can win the elections. Because our people are simply politically drained. They are politically unaware what is happening. Their political knowledge is completely gone. It's non-existent. They know nothing about politics. All they know is that there's a bus, there's artists, I need to be at the stadium, I go. And if you continue with that trend as a political party, you'll never know who actually is there for the manifesto. You know, people would be coming there just for the sake of music. Like, let the manifesto be impactful that day. That's what I would say. Let the manifesto of Cyril Ramaphosa be impactful that day. Don't bring any more fictional characters like Dintsalo. Don't bring any fictional characters. Make a real case. Just say, hello, who here is 18 years old in the stadium? And they raise their head, and one of the ANC cadres of the chairperson or the premier of the ANC somewhere in the stands picks one child up, says, yeah, you are 18 years old, what is your name? No, my name is Nomvula from Durban. You understand? Okay, from Durban, where at school, whatever, and you try to solve the problem of that child. Maybe that child stays with their grandmother, the roof is leaking, whatever, and you say, listen, we're having cadres right now that are on standby. The bus or the truck is there. It's going to build it right now, not next week, Saturday. Right now, we're building. Those are the type of stunts. We're going to build a new roof for this child. We're going to take pictures right now. And when the manifesto speech is finished, the roof will be up. And we are taking some construction workers from you guys who can build the roof and we're going to pay you your wages of the day for today. Those are the type of crazy things that the ANC need to do. That's what I would do. I'm crazy like that. Because why? There is budget. There is budget for this type of things. So sometimes I ask myself, do politicians actually think? Huh? Words don't charm South Africans anymore. Action does. That's why when you give them a t-shirt, they get excited. But if you tell them, I will give you a t-shirt, they don't get excited. But if you come with a t-shirt, they get excited. Come with a cap, they get excited. You come with the key holders, you come with the KFC, you come with transport. They want to see action. So add the service delivery on the manifesto, the action part, and not only the talking part, because the reputation of ANC as we know it is no longer the same. And it's because of Cyril Ramaphosa since he came in 2019, 18, 19, and since then, these 5 years has been It's been difficult for the ANC, to be honest. It's been difficult. The former Liberation Party, it's a shadow of its old self again, And as a Pan-Africanist, I don't want to see um, black parties doing bad. But the most important thing as a Pan-Africanist is the people. If the people are suffering, then the power must be shifted. That's all I'm going to say about the manifesto. I'm going to be breaking it down word for word what Cyril Ramaphosa is going to say. If I'm disappointed, I'll rate him. I hope he does better than expected. But the chances of that happening, I don't know. And I know most of you on my channel, you just sick and tired. You don't want to hear anything about the ANC. It's like our king, I call strong ANC. We are voting Konto, we are voting the EFF, we are voting IFP and all that, and voting for ATM. I don't have a problem with that. But the realistic thing is that we can't ignore the problem. We can't solve the problem by ignoring it. If you say ANC is the problem, you can't just ignore them. They are working, those people. They are working, those people. And they are the party in South Africa that has probably the biggest budget for campaigning. Do not underestimate budget. Just take a look what Rise Mzansi is going to do. Just take it with that 50 million they got from the Rebecca Oppenheimer. Just look what they're going to achieve with a budget. A budget pushes you far. It pushes you far. You don't know who they are paying on the ground. You don't know who they are paying on the ground. Some crazy salaries. I've heard stories. You see someone who just joined the Rise Mzansi now running like crazy. Ask yourself, but where is this person getting money for petrol, money for, they are paying these people, the budget is there. The budget is there. You come there, you are unemployed, and they come, they see you are very influential in your community, and they say, join this bus, and you join this bus, and they see that you have the zeal to work, they put funding behind you, you go. They give you you're asking for 20 t-shirts, they print them. You ask for 200 t-shirts, they print them. You ask for advertising material, flyers and whatever, they give it to you because the budget is there and you can convince people that there's a new kid in the block. Because remember, they don't have to win anything. They just have to have powers here and get 1 or 2 seats in parliament. That's it. So do not underestimate what the budget of the ANC can do. There's cadres that are in the ANC just because they are benefiting and they need to protect their benefit. Like their plate, they need to defend it by all means. So those people are not only campaigning because of the ANC, they are campaigning because they know if the ANC loses, I'm going to be jobless. So that type of hunger is there in the ANC. So be careful. Be careful underestimating the ANC. Don't do. Okay, so that's it, guys. Pan African School of Economics, Technology, and Agriculture, Baseta, is on the way, guys. It's on the way. Very big news coming in. Let me say this next week. Next week, let me say next week. I'll drop a bomb for you guys. I hope you guys are going to be excited about what we're going to announce about the school. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy what there's something that I have learned in church is that God makes divine appointments. Like you meet people, we call them your destiny connectors. I was taught this by a lady called Pastor Masabata. Google her, Rachel Masabata. When she preached about destiny connectors, it hit me that you only need to meet one person that can change your destiny or that can unlock the door of your destiny. It's not about God or whatever. God sends people. God sends people. They might not be in your religion, they might not be of your culture, they might not be whatever, but they are there to change your destiny. So be in the lookout who is there to change your destiny, and also be in the lookout who you can change their destiny. So that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to start preaching now. Until we meet next time, my Pan Africanist, click the subscribe button. Make sure that you are subscribed, leaving your thoughts on the comment section. Click the like button also. I really appreciate it. Let's hit these 20,000 subscribers before the end of the month. Please, please. Let's work only if you are enjoying the content, of course. And until we meet next time, don't forget to pray. After you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.
Black Heart, the hustle continua. 100% good quality t-shirts, made to inspire your goals and dreams. T-shirts are now available at an affordable price. Place your order now. 068-473-6908. Instagram at Black7576. Facebook page Black Heart.